Hey, and welcome to Nicole, Windle Yoga. So today's session is a little bit different. So we're going to do a Tabata workout, which is basically HIIT training, but with a yoga twist. So I'm going to use my phone, and I've got the Tabata app on here, easy to download, it's completely free. And you just set the exercise interval and the rest interval. So normally you do a high intensity exercise for 30 seconds. In this case today we're doing 30 seconds. And then the rest interval is you come and rest. But with yoga we're going to do a higher intensity yoga pose and then a lower intensity yoga pose to finish. So we're going to focus on our core, lower body, upper body, and just have a little bit of fun. So don't need anything, make sure you've got lots of space. Give everything a little go. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's just 30 seconds, and then we've got 20 seconds of more rest. So let's get nice and warm, and I'll see you in a moment. So we'll begin on our mat. It's an American lady and she does like to talk a lot, so apologies for that. But I hope you can hear it clearly, or I will talk you through it as well. So get ready onto your mat. She's going to count us in.
Resuming your Tabata workout.
So we're coming into low boat, so lower back, pressing down onto the floor, legs are lifted. You can have the feet on the floor if you need to. Reaching the crown of the head backwards, toes reaching forwards. Keep pressing the lower spine down into the mat, lifting up through the chest. Most of all, keep breathing. If you're shaking, it means you're working nice and hard. It may feel quite easy, it may feel really difficult. But to come into the rest, which should be counting down right now, we're going to come up into normal boat. So lifting up through the legs, reaching up through the crown of the head. Try and reach the bony part of the sit bones and take your rest here, enjoy it. Reaching up through the crown of the head. So we're going to do each exercise 3 times. So that is 1 round. Coming back down into our low boat. Press the lower spine down into the floor, lifting up through the chest. Keep breathing, keep engaging everything you've got. Try not to release because you've only got to hold it for 30 seconds in total. And we're almost there. 10 seconds left. Ready? Coming into our high bend. Here you can either stay with the legs bent, or maybe you can start to reach up through the legs. So it becomes a rest, but not really a rest. You can continue to keep working hard. So we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, come back into your low boat. Last round on our boats. That's it, you've got it. Keep lifting, keep squeezing. Halfway there. I can feel the burn, let's go.
Rest.
Lifting into your high boat. Nice, enjoy this rest, maybe have a play around with the legs. So next, I'll talk into the next one. We're going to come into some handstand hops. So releasing that, let it all go. Let's go into our handstand hops. So bringing the hands down, lifting one leg up, and just try and lift your left foot off the floor. Maybe you can come into handstand, maybe you're hopping. Using the momentum of your lifted leg to bring the weight into the hands. That's it, just have a little play. And then as the rest, come down onto your forearms and then lift the hips back up to the sky, coming into dolphin. So you can either stay here, hands clasped, or palms facing downwards. Try and push the head away from the mat.
Exercise.
Other side. Send your other leg up high to the sky. That's it. Use the momentum of the leg to swing it up towards the sky. That's it, almost there. Keep squeezing that leg up.
Rest.
Come into the rest, come back into your dolphin, forearms. Hips are up high. Walking the toes in, heels are nowhere near the floor, that's totally fine. Keep pressing through the raw forearms, pressing through the hips up towards the sky.
Exercise.
That's it, other side. We're doing this one 4 times. So send your other leg up high. Use that to lift up. Handstand hops. Feeling warm? Because I definitely am. Coming down into the rest, forearms, dolphin. Softening the shoulders, pressing through the forearms. Last side.
Exercise.
Other leg. That's it. Bringing the shoulders over the wrists. Squeezing. Even just tapping your right foot off the floor is enough. Just working on building that upper body strength. And then gently release down to the mat. Let's come into child's pose. That's it, and then coming back up. Coming into goddess squats now. So legs out wide, toes out at 2 o'clock, arms out, palms facing forwards. Let's squat. Lifting all the way up, going all the way down. Be careful of the knees rolling inwards. Can you keep the knees outwards, staying stacked on top of the toes? Coming into warrior 3 is the rest. Balance on in one leg, other leg reaching backwards. Can you try and keep the hips level? Pull the navel in, hands can stay here. Maybe reaching backwards or forwards, whichever works for you. Keep pushing out through that back heel.
Exercise.
And then exercise. Nice, keep breathing. Sending the sit bones down. Knees going over the toes. Back nice and tall. Warrior 3 on the other side. Other leg. That's it. Don't worry if you fall out of it. Just try and come back in. Pushing out through your back heel. Reaching forwards through the crown of the head. Maybe arms reach forwards or backwards, depending on how much room you have. Coming back into your goddess squats. Nice, keeping nice and long through the spine, navel pulling in, tailbone reaching down. Almost there. One more time. Each side, warrior 3, back to the other side. Again, have a play around with the arms, keeping your back leg nice and engaged, navel pulling in, lifting up through the chest. Goddess squats.
Exercise.
One more time on the other side. And then we've just got one more round of exercise. Lovely, keep breathing. Deep inhales and exhales. Over to the other side. One final time, warrior 3. Lovely, again have a play around with your arms. Reaching up through the crown of the head. Pushing out through that back heel. Keep breathing, wobbling, steady wherever you are. And release, coming to lie down on your back. So this time, sending the legs up high, and you're just trying to lift your lower spine off the floor, engaging those lower abdominals. Try not to lift the legs up too high. You want to get that lower bit just where it starts to catch. It feels great. Coming into the rest, bridge pose. Feet on the floor, lift the hips up. Maybe wriggle the shoulders underneath you, clasp the hands. Squeeze that imaginary ball in between the knees. And then lift all 10 toes. Squeeze through the buttocks. And then bring it back down. Lift the legs up. Little hops. Lower back. Lifting off the floor. Nice and controlled. Not too high. Just trying to get those lower abdominals working. Coming into your bridge.
Rest.
Nice. Lift the hips. Clasp the hands if you did it on the other side. Try and draw the chest towards the chin, but not the chin towards the chest. Can you lift up a little bit high? Lift all 10 toes. Deep inhales and exhales. Squeeze through the buttocks. Final round. Lift those legs up. Lower back lifts up. Nice and controlled. Try and slow it down as you bring it back down. Final rest, lifting all the way back up into your bridge. Squeeze through the buttocks, lift all 10 toes. Squeeze that imaginary ball, lift the chest towards the chin. And then gently release all the way back down. And then roll up to seated. Fabulous, all done.